Hey, buddy. I will share with you my wisdom. Actually, I shouldn't live stream this because this will spoil stuff for the guys that are playing. Hearts to Brian. Hey, Brian, can you hear me? Hello. Mute. First off, closing my door. All right, let's see. 5 by 5. That's awesome, buddy. All right, let me get a little better set up here. Pretty cool to have you as an audience, man. I'm going to be playing some Star Wars, dude. You are welcome to join that, or if there's another time or better way we can get together and game, let me know, man. How's work going? Let's see. That's cool that does that. A new contract. What's that? What does that even mean? Do you need to hire somebody? Because somebody I know needs a job. That's not what I want. There we go. That's what I want. Why doesn't this part work? Calibrate. Pen. There used to be a way for me to do this. Oh, you're a good man. Yeah, it's good not to strike, I guess, if that's what you're to. Can I erase this? Erase that. Why won't you let me erase that? Let's go select. And is there a quick? I guess if I do this, will it come up? Where's my key? Oh, I got it right here. Look at that. Boom. Maybe. Here we go. Type right here. Duck. Goodbye. Oh, campaign planner +1. No, thank you. I don't know what that's all about. I also don't want this. Maybe I'll leave this on the screen then. Not deleting. Get this still set up here. Oh, I was gonna do one more thing real quick. Hey, I'm streaming view. See if we can get Andy on here. He's stuck at home with the baby. None of my friends are online. That's all right. I don't have any friends except for Brian. I haven't seen you in months. Um. All right. I don't want to calibrate. There we go. Let's try this. No, that's not what I want either. It's a little both our bads, you know? Cintiq, okay. Functions. That's what I want, right? Force proportions. Pen display to desktop. I want to force proportions. Let's use inset area. Right? But why doesn't it let me do that? If I do that, is it? Nope, still not letting me do what I want to do. All right, let's try this. All right, now that's doing it. Okay. All right, that's doing what I want right now. And so now if I tab here, I can come and look at the things that I want to look at on the other screen, but you don't need to see. Open up. Here we go. Let's go into my Games folder. Oops, I actually don't want the Star Wars one. Okay. We're going to go into Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master by Michael E. Shea. See if I can't get some shout outs from his channel at some point. I tell you what. I'm going to open up also his workbook and pen. And then it's probably smart to also open up Beyond the Rim, Edge of the Empire module. But starting here with this prepping your game, running your game, thinking about your game. And I'm to follow along. This should be like picture pages, like with um, I don't want to say his name. That's bad form. I don't want to say his name. So I'm using this, my little white Microsoft OneNote campaign player. I got some players in play, but I'm going to start with my big setup here. And I'm just going to be writing in horrible, horrible handwriting. Let's do this. Went wrong. Move this here, and then I'll just kind of scooch this over a little bit. There we go. Okay. So he talks here about developing a spiral campaign. This lets me know. What's the point of a touchscreen if you can't use the touchscreen part? All right. So first off, and this is all just experimental. I'll probably end up having to do this again. Let's grab my camera here. And just kind of, that's panning still down just a little more. All right. I have to figure out how to make this super fun and cool the way that other people do. So did you get an alert, Brian, when I got on? That's pretty awesome. All right, so our step numero uno for this is define the campaign hook, which I had done at one point. Um, so something simple, straightforward, and direct. So if I come to my listen, okay, I have to change my settings here so I can like turn the pages like a normal person on my PDF. Um, 1 second here. Actually, I probably wrote it. I write it here. Writing down some notes on some papers at one point. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, gosh darn it. The other issue with this touchscreen is it's super sensitive. And so I have to I have to like double up on my glove protection, which I had around here somewhere. I know I had it because I am doubled up. What the heck, man? It's still super sensitive, so I got to work on keeping my hand off of here. I'll grab this little dirty ass rag. All right. Okay, so let's see how. Oh, that's a little too crazy. Let's uh, let's do this. How? Right. Yeah, got it. Jeez, how does this look with my terrible handwriting? Look at that. It's just getting worse as I go. All right. It's kind of cool. I can erase on here like this. Skim here, maybe kick up this thickness a little bit. Uh, maybe go light blues a little. You know, I gotta get rid of this thing. Here's the other thing I can do. I'm gonna roll down my sleeve. All one word. All right, Brian. Here's what I need from you when your brain's working. Uh, I want to do 3 channels. All right, and I want to do one for 2D, one for CG, and one for this. But I need better name. I don't like the Tune Waffle. It's a little hard for people to remember sometimes, or I have to explain it. I don't want something I can explain, and I can't use the word Andrew or the name Andrew because if you Google Andrew, the first thing that's going to come up is Andrew Tate, and we kind of want to avoid that. Um, but I was thinking, making them all like the Chumps, the Chump Guide, GMing for Chumps, 2D animation for Chumps, something about how to do everything really poorly and not care, and just say, you know what, I'm going to do it, and it might be terrible, and that's okay. And then for all the mistakes that I make, uh, you know, then you can avoid them hopefully, and you can just watch and laugh at me. And then I'm gonna have to come up with a schedule. Anyway, it's hard to be me. It's a hard life. So running this Star Warsian thing. Um, I do have a few issues with how this game runs, but for starting off with this, I'm not going to make a lot of changes. Although, ooh, I had a change. I had a thought last night. Um, well, it requires a lot of explanation, so we're just going to keep this kind of very neutral, and Maybe I'll edit this, maybe I won't, maybe no one will care, which I'm pretty sure they won't. All right, back to the campagna. Our main goal. So for or a campaign hook, right? Simple description, single sentence that defines the campaign. So here is my campaign. Um, that one might be a little easier on me. Okay. So let's just add hook with Robin Williams. All right, man, have fun at your meeting. I'm just going to talk to myself, which is what I spend all day doing anyway. All right. Campaign, main goal. Question is this faster or slower? I'm going to format background here. I'm going to make this, should I do grid lines or should I do like paper? Let's do grid lines because I like making little boxes. Let's see, will this let me? Yeah, okay. And then let's view full page view. I don't like that. Go back. Normal view. That seems, you know, paper size. That's what I want. All right. Click on paper size and nothing happens. That's good. Is it popping up somewhere else? What is my paper size? Right? I kind of want to do this as like a normal 8 by 10. I think it's going to help me figure out what I'm doing, or keep it like a rule lines. Let's go to 100%. Go to 100%. Okay, paper size. Not sure what this. That's not doing anything. Touch mouse mode, so we get that. What happens if I do print preview? Absolutely nothing. Good. Normal view. All right, not gonna worry about it right now. I can reformat later. See, this is my problem. I get caught up in this stuff. Okay, but campaign planner. Let's maybe zoom in a nub. I can maybe organize this a little better. All right, I'll actually go smaller. That's too small. I wish there was one right in between there, but there's not, so it's okay. All right, our hook today. All right, the goal is going to be to locate the sa na laor, if that's how you indeed pronounce it. I don't know. Assess it's not it is condition. And return findings. Findings and any special Technological discoveries. Um, so that's kind of one way of putting it. Another, I think I had an even simpler way of recover information and tech from lost old Republic ship. This whole streaming thing, I think, is a skill unto itself now that I think about it. Um, okay. And then there need to be, so that's my campaign hook is going to be locate the ship and recover information and technology from it. And it's kind of, just going to be a job, but we'll tie the characters in at some point. So that's our hook. All right. And then for Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master, I have 6, maybe more, truths about this campaign that sets it apart a little bit from like just a normal Star Wars, makes this unique in the Star Wars universe. And these are things that may or may not be discovered by players, I think, as they go. But the first truth regarding the ship called the Sunalawar, Nalor, Lawor. You got me on that one. It is a munificent class ship. Oops, not ship. I mean, it is a ship. Star frigate. What do you think? Is that pen a little too big? Too bad. Too bad for today. Uh, and by that we mean banking clan. Here's my other issue. Drawing on screens like this. Being left-handed, it's makes it a little bit harder. I'm saying it makes it harder. So, and it is named Sunalawar. Named after former president of the hyperbank conglomerate. Conglomerate. Can you guys even read that? Because I barely can read that. So that's a general truth, and it was just it was used during the Clone Wars. It was people opposed to the Empire, and it is that ship. It disappeared a while ago. I might have to add that in, but that's just what the ship is. All right. And there's a place called the Wheel. It is a tourist and economic activity hub. I need this to turn sideways, and it doesn't. and with a public reputation of independence. The heck? I don't know what's going on there. No. Yeah. Put in a text box. I don't. From the Empire. Yeah, this can't be enjoyable, right? I should probably have this stuff planned out and then like reveal it as I'm going. All right, there's a planet called Kolgana, which is a remote and isolated world. Home of the Nexu. Covered in deep. See how I've reverted back to this. All right, covered in deep forest jungle. Threats of wildlife, extreme weather, and sinkholes. Look at that. That's gorgeous. You can read that, right? Sinkholes. It's obvious that that word is sinkholes. All right, 4. There's a planet called Raxus Prime, which is the most toxic. You know, I should do text to speech for this. I'm going to try that for the next part. The most toxic planet in the galaxy. An industrial scrap heap. Controlled by the Empire. Who deal harshly with scavengers. All right, 5. What if? Let's try this. Let's go here. Home. You go right here. Dictate. The ISB and Empire. Investigating the Sa-na war on behalf of Palpatine, agents under the supervision of Cal Alson are undercover, unable to take direct action. That's pretty cool. Sarah Nadal War. Oops. Turn that off. That's a little easier to read, huh? I'm just going back to this though. And then 6. So yeah, I could do the smaller ones. I'm going to reformat this. This is all kind of a big test, and we'll see. All right, the Yayar clan. Salvagers competing with Isotech. I don't have anything here about Isotech. Salvagers, I mean in this part. But Isotech is the person they're going to be working for. And it's a group of mostly Rhodians. Led by Yav, EIER. Overseas. Operations on the wheel. They rent and operate a cargo bay at the wheel. All right. Well, I'm going to head out. I'm going to end it there. This was just kind of a test, see how this worked out, how this looked. And I'll make a few tweaks here and there. I'm glad I got to chat with Brian. And we'll see you guys soon.